not from NoCode-X here, navigations. I could not think about a web application without a navigation. Every web application has them. Every web application needs some sort of a navigation structure. So they exist in all kinds of shapes and formats. You can have side navigations, top navigations, bottom navigation, and so on and so on. And it can take quite some work to create a beautiful, well-working navigation. So what NoCode-X offers is a plugin that you can install in your application to get you started really quickly with a fully customizable navigation to your choosing. So let's see how we can use this plugin. The first thing that I have to do is I have to go to the hub. I have to go and search for navigations. And if all went well, I find a plugin which is called Vanilla Navigations, fully customizable navigations. So what I do is I open up this plugin and I hit the install button of the latest version. Once this plugin is installed, I will have several new templates and actions that I can use to build my navigation within NoCode-X. So next to that, this plugin has a README file which explains what are the features in this plugin and some example pages and how navigations can look. So feel free to browse this. I'm just gonna dive in and I'm gonna show you how the plugin works. So as you can see, my template list is filled now with several templates. If I filter on only showing the templates of the plugin that I've just installed, you will see that I have 25 new templates installed in my application. I can go and see all of those templates, but there are a few templates that are especially interesting in this plugin, which are the root templates. So the root templates, they actually contain a responsive way of showing a side navigation or a horizontal navigation or a second version of the horizontal navigation. And the idea really here is that I can copy these templates and I can use them as a root for my application. So I have explained template hierarchy in the past. Within NoCode-X you can make your pages or you can create your pages in the form of a hierarchy, which allow you to reuse certain components easily in each and every page that you build. So, and most of the times the navigation resides in the root page of your application. So for example, if I now copy paste this responsive side navigation, so I copy it, I should have a new copy in my application right now. So this is the one. And this, as you can see, it has in the navigation, as you can see, it has a horizontal list, which contains a mini side nav component, which contains a side nav component, and which then again contains the vertical list, a vertical list. So let me just start by renaming this to root, and let's rename the path also, or let's adjust the path to root. So the idea here is that everything that the content of my pages is actually being put in the vertical list, and that the side navs remain intact. So the first thing that I have to do, what I want to do is I want to create 2 pages and 2 links on my navigation, and I want them to be able to link to those 2 pages. So I'll start out by creating those 2 pages. I open up my template hierarchy and I make 2 children for my root template. So if I open up my first child, let me adjust the name to home, for example, and let's adjust the path to home as well. Oh, like this. Okay, so let's then go back to the hierarchy and let's open up the second child, and I can call this, for example, overview, something like this. Overview. Voila. So now I have my 2 pages, and let's put something on those pages in order for me to know which page is which. So let's put this on here and let's just do this, and then I can call this home, for example, home, and this one okay, I call it overview. And for example, let's put a radar chart on this page, and let's put a pie chart on this page, so it's perfectly clear which page is which. Let's go back to the root and let's start configuring our site navigation. So I have two site navigations. I have a bigger navigation and I have a mini navigation. So the thing is, they are configured to be shown. In case of a bigger screen, we show the bigger navigation. In case of a smaller screen, we show the mini navigation. So you don't have to worry about that. That's all being built in to the plugin for you. All you have to do is configure the navigation. So I have some options here where I can adjust showing a title or not. Let's show a title and let's make the title NoCode-X. So then I have a list of links in my navigation. So I can choose some options per link. For example, an icon, an SVG icon, a label, an active path, or an on-click. So an icon is actually, I can choose one of the Google font icons and they will be automatically used. So for example, home is one of the Google font icons which I have found, and they are automatically used as an icon in my navigation. If I want a different icon, if I want a custom icon, I can go on ahead and just copy paste the SVG code right in this field right here, and that will be used as an icon as well. So I'll leave it at home for now, and I'll leave this label at home, and of course this active path is also /home. Now this on-click action is the action that actually will be executed when you click the link in the navigation. So this is now go to home. This comes with the plugin, so I'll have to change this a little bit. So I open up this action, and there is a route to page function in this action, but it points to a page, a template of the plugin. So let me go ahead and change that, and let me point out to my home template. So now when I click the link in my site navigation, the home template will open up, or the home page will open up. So let me head back to my root, and let's continue configuring my navigation. The second link here, I have an icon which is not filled in, but I have an SVG icon, so this one will be used. And the label, I will change it to overview, voila. And the active path, I will change it to overview like this. And then I cannot use this same action, so I have to create another action, and let me just call it, go to overview, let's capitalize this, voila. Okay, and then we need to use the route to page function to hop to another page. So let's select the overview page as a template right here, and that's that. Now when I click the overview link in my navigation, the overview page will open up. So that's that. And there are other possibilities for me to explore, but I won't in this video. So I also have to configure the mini site navigations, because it could be possible that, for example, you don't want to show all the links in your mini site navigation. That's why we keep it separate. So first of all, you can choose whether to choose a logo or not, whether to have a logo tooltip. So let's choose NoCode-X as a tooltip. And then again, you have a series of links. And again, you have, for each link, you have an icon, an SVG icon, in this case a tooltip, because only the icon will be shown. And then you have an active path and also an on-click. So I can mostly reuse what I have. So I have home, active path. Let's Open up the second link. That also is an SVG icon, and the tooltip is here, overview, of course, overview, and then the active path is overview, and I can just reuse the action that I've created, which is now called, if I'm not mistaken, I called it overview, or go to overview, voila, like this. So let's test this out, and if all went well, I should now have a home page with a site navigation. So let me see. Okay, I have my home page, I have my title and my pie chart. I have my link overview right here, and if I click it, my link opens. And if I click home again, I get back to my home page. So if you are seeing a different result, different colors, don't panic. That's because your design system is different. Why? Because the site navigations are hooked up to your design system. So I will show you in a minute how to do that, but first let's see how responsive this navigation is. So if I now make this a little bit of a smaller screen, you'll see that I have a smaller site navigation, and I can use this site navigation as well. It will open up my home page, it will open up my overview page, and so on. So my site navigation is by default responsive. You don't have to do anything for that. That just works out of the box. So let's dive in and try to change a little bit those colors. So we open up the design system, and we open up the currently active design system in your application. In my case, I only have one design system that is active in my application. And let's now choose a little bit of a different colors. So the navigation primarily is linked to the primary background and the secondary background, and the primary text color and the secondary text color are being used to show the links and the icons. So I can change this, and let's for example say we want a greenish color. So I'll just change this, and then I want as a background I want a darker greenish color, and then as a text white is fine, I think. Although it will contrast with the green, but it's just an example. And then I want, as a secondary text, I want a really light green color. So let's see how that comes out. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that will look, but we'll see. And as you can see now, I have a completely different site navigation. It's a completely different color. So that's as easy as that to change the colors of your site navigation. It's not only the bigger navigation, it's the smaller navigation as well. So you can use this to style your navigations really quickly. Now, of course, there is still a logo here. Maybe you want to change that as well. And for doing that, it's really easy. You go back to your root page and you hit the edit template button on the site navigation. There's an image in there. You can pick any image you want. I'll pick the NoCode-X logo, and I'll do the same with my my mini navigation, which also contains an image of this bird right here. So now they contain the NoCode-X logo. Of course, this is just an image element, so you can also use an URL or an SVG code if you want. So now if I open up my navigation, then it should have the NoCode-X logo, voila, and even the small navigation also has the NoCode-X logo. You can resize it, you can do anything you want with the normal element like that, voila. Please keep in mind that you also have support for a user avatar in your navigation and a logout link in your navigation, in the mini site navigation, as well as the bigger navigations right here. They just don't show up because I'm not authenticated in this application, but I'm going to leave that to you guys to explore. This is basically how the site navigation or the navigation plugin works. As I said, there are other route templates for you to use. I've just shown you the site navigations, but there is also the horizontal navigation, which has like 2 navigations for you to use. So maybe I can show you guys this one real quickly. As you can see, this is a basic navigation setup. And if you make it smaller, the screen, then a basic bottom navigation, perfect for mobile, will appear. If you feel like you need a third navigation in your application for really small screens, you can always just add a navigation to your root and just play with the different settings on the different screen sizes, just to make them show up when you need it in case of a small screen, for example. So that's that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like these videos, please keep on watching it. And I love to see what you're doing, what you're building with NoCode-X. So yeah, talk to you later, guys. Bye.